Gengar Gang, what is going on? My name is Ryan, this is the Analytic Gengar, and welcome to another one of our videos. In today's video, we're doing a bit of an experiment. So, if you have been following the channel recently, you know that there are a couple videos on my channel about a mystery box that I put together. They basically have a variety of packs, including Burning Shadows, which I have in my hand. So I took a pretty significant number and threw those in the mystery box to be grabbed and opened up, but I want to know where the hyper rare for that booster box is. In the past, I have not had the best luck with Burning Shadows. I've gotten busted boxes, I've gotten some just really terrible experiences all around, and I really would like to pull more of these cards because I think they're amazing. And then on top of that, you have an amazing Charizard in there. So as a result, let's open some packs up, let's take a peek inside, let us see where that hyper rare is. If we don't find it here, that means that it is somewhere in the mystery box, and that means that for season 2 of the mystery box, we are in for a wild ride, because there is a potential for the Charizard Hyper Rare Rainbow Rare card to be in there, and that would make for an amazing mystery grab. So, just a thought, just saying. So far we had 2 green code cards, guys. I will not be giving out code cards in today's video. If you want a code card, reach out to me over on Instagram. I am more than happy to get some over to you. The reason I sometimes don't give out code cards in my video is so that I can maintain some that will then get given away on Instagram if you reach out to me or shoot me an email. And the reason for that is because, hey, I mean, look, to be honest, sometimes people do go on the videos, especially on the bigger YouTubers, but also the smaller ones, and you know, they take code cards and they take more than one. So unfortunately, that is a thing that happens, and as a result, I feel that that is a fair way of kind of going about that, you know? So if you want one, reach out. Otherwise, I'm not going to put them out there sometimes because I know people will just come by and scan all the barcodes anyway. And now back to my complaining about Burning Shadows. So here's another story that I never told anyone that I will now rant about while opening Burning Shadows. I was in a situation one time where I came across 173 of the dollar packs. So the dollar packs have 3 cards in each, and then what you do is there's no guarantees. So there's no like hyper rare, there's no, you know, there's no guarantee of anything. When you open up a booster pack, you're guaranteed like 1 rare card. 1 in 3 is a holo, so you're never guaranteed even a holo, right? But it's just interesting because there's this weird like, oh, sigh. All right, we're getting there. That's, you know, I take this as a sign. I don't necessarily know if the hyper rare version of you is in here, but I take this as a sign. I do. Also, random fun fact, the last booster box that I opened, I got the alternate art full art Lycanroc, and then I think in like the next pack I pulled the rainbow rare of it. So I'm hoping that means that I'm pulling that, and then later we'll pull the hyper rare of that, and then we'll be done with that. Anywho, a funny story is that I got 173 of these on eBay, and the unfortunate thing is that although the cards are relatively, you know, hard to like manipulate, those dollar packs are actually notorious for the amount of manipulation that you can do to them. So first things first, you can weigh them. Because there's only 3 cards, a hyper rare or even a GX card throws the weight of the pack off so much that it's very easy to tell. So here is a rare Kingdra. So as we all know, I have a gripe with all holo cards from the Sun and Moon era. This is another one. Okay, so here's my theory. Water Pokemon in holo form look really, really good, because we pulled a Gyarados as well and it looks amazing. So I'm gonna put that up there. Anywho, those dollar packs are really interesting because you can pretty much weigh them and find out right away. The other thing that some people do in store, if you don't want to walk in with a scale and look like an absolute weirdo, is since there's only 3 cards, you can pinch the side and shift the cards over. And if you shift the cards over like this, you can feel the middle card. The middle card is where theoretically a hyper rare would be. So you could just as easily go in, feel the cards out, literally, and then only buy the ones that you feel texture on. And unfortunately, it is something that goes on quite a bit, and that's why it's very difficult. Now, I bought 173 of them, and wouldn't you know it, I opened up like 5, and I pulled nothing. And it was weird, but I kind of expected it, right? Because there's no guarantee. Technically, in 173, I'm sure that I was going to end up pulling not that many, you know? It's a risk you take. It's basically like buying 2-ish booster boxes, and, you know, there's a chance you might not. But what I ended up doing is I ended up looking at some of the packs, and further down in that set of cards, there was basically just a hot mess of everything. And I realized that the cards had been manipulated with. I saw packs that had been shifted and were still shifted, so you knew for a fact that they were searched. And I can't remember, I think the eBay buyer was super cool about it. So actually no, with the 173 packs, the guy actually forced me to open a case, and then I basically just pled my case, and eBay was like, yeah, you can't sell fake Pokemon cards or search Pokemon cards on eBay, and I got my money back. And that's the story of that. But you know, there was a time when the intention was actually to open those up on the channel, perhaps even as a live stream. And unfortunately, it just never took off because I was going to open up like 13 in a random video, and I never even got that chance because of the whole finding out that they had all been searched. So yeah, that's one Burning Shadow story. The other Burning Shadow story is that the last booster box that I bought, the sides were damaged, and you know, I think I've shown you all that in the video, as well as complained about it in previous Burning Shadows videos. So, but yeah, but I feel good. I feel weird but good, because it's kind of like, my concern would be that, and I think this might have something in it, not because it's a white code card, but whenever you're pulling a textured card, you'll notice that the back of the card has a weird cut to it, and I think that's just because of the way the texture is. So let's see if this is in fact the either hyper rare or the alternate art that you typically get in a booster box. And that would be some really nice last pack magic, you know what I mean? So, with a Charizard on the table, and a Kingdra to match our Kingdra Holo, we pull a Sophocles. Very cool. Okay, so that is a nice pull, not gonna lie. I already have this card, fun fact. As I was mentioning, the texture, you can kind of see that it kind of does something to the back of the card in a really weird way. If you've ever held one of these cards in your hand fresh, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, you can see this is a rough card, to say the least, but all is well. The good news is that I don't believe the Sophocles counts as the hyper rare card. I have pulled a Sophocles in the past and then proceeded to pull a full art hyper rare. So for what it's worth, that card could still be out there. But nice last pack magic. These were some of the pulls. We did get this really good looking Kingdra. Again, running theory is now that there is some really nice water type holos out there in the Sun and Moon era. And then of course we got another Sophocles, as well as a Charizard GX. So that is a good looking Pokemon card, not gonna lie, everyone's favorite Pokemon, right? And you know, honestly, pretty poorly centered. Not gonna lie. The trick with checking centering on GX cards is looking at these little fine lines, because you want to make sure that's about as centered as you can get. But honestly, it looks amazing going in my binder, and I'm really happy that I pulled it. So that's what matters to me. But yeah, guys, thanks again for watching today's video. Let me know down below, have you had better luck with Burning Shadows? I feel like every time I buy something Burning Shadows related, it kind of bites me in the butt. And I feel like there's a part of that is very related to my attempt at getting a Charizard out of it. And then there's another part of me that's like, oh, it's not that bad. You know, it's just trying to... You know, sometimes you buy packs and things don't work out, and that's fine. But I feel like I've had a string of bad luck or bad instances where it's either like, oh, all the packs are cut with a very unsharpened blade, therefore all the cards are cut weirdly, or I just straight up get fake Pokemon cards. So let me know if you've had better luck than I have. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are already a subscriber, thank you for your viewership. Leave a like and a comment down below. Feedback is always welcomed on this channel, and feel free to check out some of my other content. Thank you again for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed pulling a Charizard as much as I did, and guys, we'll talk to you real soon. Peace.